have a fucking time machine. God gave you all of these difficult situations so that you could challenge yourself and you could find the best way to navigate them and stay sane. That is why God gave them to you, so that you can become a better version of yourself. And instead of learning lessons, instead of being thankful to God for the difficult things he's put you through, you instead go and cry to some human, to some fallible creature, complaining about how something happened 21 years ago.
Hola. ¿Tú conoces al Pantera?
¿Cuál Pantera?
El que te metió la verga entera. Hola.
Hola.
¿Conoces al Gringo?
¿Cuál Gringo?
El que te la metió el sábado y te la sacó el domingo. Hola.
Hola.
Soy un asesino en serie.
¿En serio?
No, en serie.
He don't want to do you! He don't want to do you!
¡No, no! ¡No! ¡No!
I want peanuts.
I want peanuts.
I want peanuts. I want peanuts.
I
I want peanuts.
I want peanuts.
I want peanuts.
Classic niggas, racist niggas, mystery niggas, psycho niggas, dog niggas, Jewish niggas.
You got some motherfucking nerds calling me out Shabbat on some little bullshit ass nigga. Better calm that shit down and come around here and show me some fucking respect before me and my Jewish niggas come up here and be.
The type of girl you wanna chew all of my bubble gum. The type of girl you wanna chew all of my bubble gum.
Excuse me, I have a question. Do you have a boyfriend?
Yeah.
How?
And boom, monkeys, we are live. Welcome back to the Crypto Boogie channel. Market update, cats. See which way the market is going. Of course, I do have my amigo here, Mr. Twinksters. Twinksters, que pasa, amigo? What's going on your end of the freaking world, dog?
It's getting to be winter in New England, brother. Getting chilling off quite a bit. So it's that kind of like it was wet today, but getting like today was like that wet 40 fucking miserable weather. But just trying to get a lot of leaf cleanup done on my property because a lot of people either they're super committed to removing all the leaves off their property, or you have other folks who are like, leave leaves because it's good for the soil and whatever else. And there is definitely a balance. I just have so many trees that throw leaves like maples and oaks. It'll just kill everything on the ground if I don't at least get some of them up. So yeah, making that's the effort for any kind of like dry day, cool enough to get that blasted out. And then was talking to you off stream, I play several instruments, and so one of them's the drums. So I was on the set and I was doing something like you'll see drummers play like these smaller cymbals, like kind of usually off to the left or right-handed drummers called a hi-hat, and you can hit them with a stick or you can play them with your feet. Like there's a foot control element to it too. And I'm like, man, something pulled in my hip when I was playing today. I was like, oh shit, that fucking hurts. Getting old. But I was like, oh, well, I did go pretty hard at parkour last night, was doing some twisting vaults. Maybe it's just left over from that. But man, yeah. It's taking it one day at a time, brother. One day at a time.
I feel you, bro. In my fucking 40s, bro, even though I'm still fucking boxing, dude, my fucking rotator cuff fucking hurts from jabbing, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, we're doing better than the majority of guys our age, though, bro. That's a good thing, man. Usually guys our age are pretty dinged up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And look, I totally understand aspects of I'm enslaved at work to take care of my kids, my ex-wife, whatever else. I totally understand that you got responsibilities, not knocking people that do that, which, oftentimes will slide into the dad bod, right? Because hey, I need a quick meal. I just need some calories. I get home, I'll take care of my kids, take care of my family and shit. I want to sit my ass down, crack open a beer, right? But it's all these extra calories over time that start adding up. And even some of the younger cats, I mean, we've been to the CMC meetups, right? And Yeah, we ain't doing too bad, brother. We ain't doing too bad.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Hexagon Almighty, bro. He was an intriguing character when we first met him, Twinkie.
Yes.
Speaking of which, man, I did go to the range today. Let me show the cats what I actually fired, bro. I do have the camera adjusted for this. Well, I will adjust the camera for this since I cannot grab the weapon officially. I'm saying. Let me see if I can zoom in on that, Twinkie, so you guys can see it a little bit better. Vamos a ver. So right there, let's see. Can you see it?
Yeah, I see an assortment of pistols, like lower one or the
this bad boy right here, man.
What is that? Is that like a 10.5, 14? What's the barrel on that bad boy?
It's an 11-inch barrel, bro. It is the HK MR556, bro. I'm very happy with that platform, bro. I also got the Surefire fucking light on there. And at the end of it, you're probably wondering which type of suppressor I'm rocking. That is the Huxworks 556K, bro. EOTech. I got an EOTech I think it's the HWS. I don't remember what HWS stands for, bro. It's got a chevron at the bottom. Of course, it's for close quarters areas. And I do have that fucking Boresight Solutions razor at the top, bro. I do intend to get the magnifier for it. Now, let me set my camera again, Twinkie. Give me a second.
Yeah, no problem. I mean, shit, back here I've got like Doc Holliday. There's a German Shepherd hanging around back there. I got a bunch of guitar effects pedals. I've got 2 custom built strats. When I say custom built, they're really more parts casters that I put together. So no, I get you, man. Like boys and their toys and like tinkering.
Yeah, dude. But I mean, we got effective uses. Try to explain that to a chick, bro, when you're married. Fuck that bullshit, bro.
Yeah. Boogie, how many more guns do you need? Right? And the answer is always just one more. Always, right? Like, how many guitars do I need? Just one more every single time, right?
One of my favorite movies is Lord of War, bro.
Yeah, great movie. Great. They're making a sequel, I think. I don't know how they're going to do it, but I think they're actually going to start filming the sequel if they haven't already.
Yeah. When I went to Vegas one time, bro, this is back like in when I used to own a holster company, bro. I think it was back in 2013, 2014. Our holster company was coming up, bro. So I told my homies, hey, you guys want to go build an AK at fucking Rifle Dynamics up in Vegas? And at the time, Jim Fuller, man, I'm assuming he's still probably the best, bro. He was probably the best AK builder in the nation, bro. Unlike an AR-15, you can piece them together. An AK, you got to be more of an artisan, man. It's a lot of gunsmithing and shit like that you got to do, bro. You know what I'm saying? Fucking stamping parts, fucking riveting fucking rivets and shit, bro. And I was talking to him. He was having a conversation with me, man. He goes, yeah, one year I was at SHOT Show, bro. And I think his name was Yuri Orlov. Yuri Orlov was the name of the guy who came out in fucking Lord of War. And I was there, man. And I was showing people my kit and stuff like that, bro. And this guy in a real nice suit comes up to me and he goes, hey, Mr. Fuller, how you doing? And he shook his hand. He goes, hey, man, dude, I'd love to work with you one day. Here's my business card, bro. So he took it. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I mean, I get business cards all the time, but I appreciate it, man. Thanks. And the guy left. And then his buddy goes, dude, you are officially now on a watch list. He goes, why? That's Yuri Orlov, bro. He saw us the bro. He goes, oh, fuck. He goes, he never got in trouble, though, man. But Jim Fuller, bro, if you guys get a chance, I think he's got a new company. It's called Fuller Phoenix. He used to own Rifle Dynamics, bro. Dude is a master at building AKs, bro. Master, dude, at building AKs. Unfortunately, though, Twinkie, the cost and the value of fucking 7.62x39, which is the AK ammo, it's gone way, way, way too up, bro. I think it's at about it's more expensive than 5.56, bro. It's at about maybe 48 cents a round, where you can get like fucking 5.56 at 42 cents a round.
Yeah, for years that was just not the case.
Yeah,
for years.
Yeah, dude. So why buy fucking AK ammo? So I'm thinking, dude, maybe if I just drop 10 cents more, I can buy 300 blackout, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you might as well like have 5.56 or 300 blackout or whatever else. Don't like. I've got a decent amount of 7.62 stores because I have an AK and what is it? My buddy used to have a really nice CZ Bolt in 7.62.
Yeah.
That thing was like a tack driver, at least out to 200 yards, which is where we would shoot up to.
CZ Bolt. You mean the Bren?
Was it the 5.39?
Oh, the 5.45 by 39?
What was it?
No, by 4.5. 5.45 by 3. Yeah, no, it is 5.45 by 4.5, I think.
It was the CZ 527, I think, was the model. It was like a Mauser style bolt.
Okay, I get you. I get you.
Yeah. But like, friggin' awesome. Like 1 pound trigger or something crazy on it. Once you had like, we're all dialed in. Yeah, it's a bolt gun. Yeah. But that was super fun to shoot and run. So yeah. Anyway, I got a decent amount of 7.62 because for years it was like, especially during the Obama administration, like you get it real cheap compared to 5.56 and some other calibers.
Yes, you can, man. And dude, 300. Dude, look, man. If you look at the ballistics, bro, of 7.62 by 39 compared to that of 300 blackout, they're very similar because it's 7.62 by 25, if you really think about it, which is 300 black. And then 7.62 by 39, 7.62 by 39. Ballistics are very, very, very similar. The only thing about it, though, is that you get better battery of arms with the AR platform, meaning that it's easier to manipulate because it's more modernized versus the AK. It's a little bit more fucking classy. You got to rock in the mag. Fucking pull back on the charging handle, bring down the fucking safety, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's faster. It's a faster platform. But dude, why not just stock up on fucking 300 black now, bro? I just can't wait till fucking HK comes out with fucking 300 black. Get a fucking 12-inch barrel, bro. I'm good to go. You know what I'm saying?
Have you had the opportunity to shoot? Was it
6.8 SPC?
No, what's that? The SIG round that they developed for the next gen squad program. Fury, the Fury, like 2.7 SIG Fury, like whatever caliber that they came up with as part of that deal.
Is that the spear type rifle that they're issuing to the Army now? I think
I'm gonna say yes-ish. I know they came up with a new caliber. It's like a 6.8 modified 6.8 or some sort of 6.8 derivative.
No, I haven't shot it, bro. I guess it's. I'm probably not going to shoot it, Twinkie, for a while until it becomes mainstream, bro.
If
it drops it, you know what I'm saying,
if it becomes mainstream, right? Like it's hard to get it bet against 5.56, right? It's so entrenched, right? Like, and there's so like parts availability. And okay, my understanding is more recoil, heavier round, less ammo to carry on you as a result of it being heavier, and the rifles themselves are heavier. Yeah. So like. It seems like it's going to be an uphill climb on the adoption, but I was just wondering if you had the chance to shoot it and had any opinions.
Yeah, that would make sense, bro, for long distance shooting. The Marine Corps went to the HK, not the 4.16. They went to the fucking IAR, Infantry Automatic Rifle, which is basically just like this HK, but a 16-inch barrel, bro.
Yeah, is like that their pseudo replacement for
the M16 and the M4.
Yeah, but like. Does it fill the role of an LMG?
Yes,
like squad based, like LMG type role.
From my understanding, they got rid of the 249 saw gunners, bro, and they just gave them the IR, the fucking HK rifle, which is compatible in doing that. You got one guy rocking extra mags. Now my question is, do you have one guy rocking 40 round mags? Like, because I don't know if Magpul still makes those. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's a question. That is a question. But I think they're rocking LPVOs now. Fucking hate LPVOs.
You mentioned you're not a fan.
Yeah, for you monkeys that have no idea what LPVOs, think of like a buck scope, bro, but a more like tactical buck scope, bro.
Low powered variable optic, right?
Yeah, I'm not a fucking fan.
Bro. Like 1 to 6, 1 to 8 on it, and without getting into all the focal plane stuff for people who don't shoot.
But I get it. I get it. The Marine Corps, bro, we've always been marksmen, bro. The Marine Corps has always been known of being marksmen. I think even during the Vietnam War, the Army was giving the thumbs up to use full auto on the rifles. The Marine Corps was like, "No, fuck no, bro. Semi-auto, you better not fucking put that shit on burst or fucking full auto." They've always been big on that, sustaining a good ammo count and making your shots count. Hence why we qualify at 500 yards in the Marine Corps, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I've got an LPVO on one of mine, for my purposes, like range duty, it's totally fine. Something is better than nothing. The flat 1x, so to speak, no magnification. It's good enough. I'm sure a red dot is faster, probably out to like 300 yards if you don't need to zoom in on anything.
Yeah.
But then maybe a red dot with magnifier, it might be an alternative option. Anyway, I have one. I wanted to check it out. It works okay.
See that rifle back up over there? Of course. But the optic I got on there is already 3x magnified, and I got a red dot over it. The only problems I have with it is sight over. I mean, it's sight over bore, bro.
Bore axis.
Yeah. You come in at fucking 7-8 yards, bro. You shoot the target, bro. Like you aim for the chest, bro, and you end up hitting in like the fucking neck area, bro. So you gotta adjust.
Yeah, you gotta know your holdovers. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta remember that shit. But yeah, enough with the gun talk, man. Let us move over to the fucking memes. I'm hoping you monkeys enjoyed the memes, bro. I hope you like that one that I shared, Twinkie. I want peanuts.
Oh yeah. Like it was another one. Like I want a Coke, and it sounds like I want cock, and like there's other stuff. Like Koreans don't have a phonetic sound for like ph, like Philip, ph like phone. They don't have that like that f. So they'll say like Philip or pone and stuff like that. Japanese, assuming they haven't spent like hard time learning the English language, and that they didn't learn it late, because like it's much harder to learn certain phonetic sounds and get your mouth to move and your tongue and lips when you learn certain languages late. Japanese people too, with like lol, they don't really have or like level or stuff like that. They don't really have the L sounds in aspects of their language, so it comes out like rar, ro.
Yes, you're right. I'm actually trying to learn Japanese right now,
Yeah.
for the trip I'm gonna make to Japan next year, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, maybe I'll bump into maybe Charlie will be out there, bro.
Out there. Yeah, bumping a few others. Anyway, all right, cool. What you got queued up, Boogie?
All right, let's see what we got here, man. Fucking we got two memes here that I do want to show you cats. Of course, I mean, it's not the Crypto Boogie channel without having fucking memes, bro. And this is my favorite fucking congresswoman right here, bro. Mrs. AOC looking all fucking cute and shit. You know what I'm saying? I want to dick down her communist titties, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if she's ever looked that good.
Here you go, Twiggy.
Если голова болит, simple dimple, bucket scratch, bucket scratch, bucket scratch. Роскомздрав не запретит.
I started laughing my ass off. This is one cat, bro. It says, my favorite fucking big booty Latina is AOC. I forgot his fucking name, bro. Hey. Twinkie, you there?
Yeah, still here.
Okay, cool, bro. Yeah, so he would always say that shit, bro. And he would always fucking like troll fucking Mexicans and shit like that, bro. I love big booty Latinas. We're going to get you fucking motherfuckers deported, but the big booty Latinas can stay. And then he went to like a fucking city hall meeting. He started saying that shit to a fucking like a mayor of a fucking certain city, dude. Oh, dude, they wanted to escort him out so bad. But he didn't use any vulgar language. Don't know what I mean, Twinkie?
Yep.
So that is AOC for you, man. I thought it was fucking funny, bro, because she's never really been that fucking feminine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I don't know if she's ever looked that good.
Yeah. She looks like her fucking pH balance is all fucked up, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Getting older in Washington and dealing with the snakes, right? Like that energy's got to rub off on you.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
And not that she isn't kind of one herself. I think she's just unintelligent.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Queen Medusa, Queen Hispanic Medusa. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, Twiggy, let's keep this fucking gangster, bro. When Asians go hard, homie.
And come in here and pay me, and then you can talk to us all kind of way you want to, bro. The fuck? No, you cannot.
Go back to your damn country if you want to act like that.
Back to the. You just told me to go back to my country.
Yes, I did say that.
Bitch, I saw your fucking EBT card in there. Guess who?
So what?
Guess who paid for that motherfucking
So
shit?
what?
I did.
Oh well.
Bitch, you know how?
How you want me to feed my kids? I'm fat.
Oh my fucking god, bro, you got me fucked up, bro.
Yeah, you got me fucked
I
up.
pay
Bitches
taxes
like to eat.
for your fucking food.
Yeah, bitches like to eat and my kids like to
I
eat.
pay taxes for your fucking food, and you told me to go back to my country.
That's what you
You
want
fucking
to do.
lazy big ass bitch. The fuck look like a fucking upside down bowling pin looking ass.
That's what I like to
You look like my fucking suburban, okay? Fucking potato bill looking ass header. Get the fuck out of here.
I must have so many black clients, Twinkie, because he can talk some shit, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Oh my goodness. Shout out to the first moon ganger in the chat, man. Fucking Brandon Seifert 7432.
Hey, what's going on, Brandon?
Yo, let's freaking go. Sup, Moon Gang players? Que paso, amigo? We got Sun Roku, fucking LFG monkeys, and then we got motherfucking Fit Trucker DCA for the win. Moon Gang, don't be scared, money. I concur. Well, we'll see. We'll see, man. We got some fucking interesting TA for today for you cats, man.
I got some ideas. Like personally, I am running my time-based DCAs, so I have stuff that's set to like auto buy every week. And I'm just let that run, like like people do with the 401k and certain retirement plans, just certain money gets invested every week or every paycheck, right? I'm not firing any cannonballs right now. I've generally the way I play my time-based DCA is it's bigger when I think we're close to a bottom or the bottom, especially coming off of like last cycle.
Yeah.
But I don't turn them off. I just reduce the amounts.
Yeah. I wish I could just automate my fucking pulse chain buys, bro. I do have. I set some markers on where I want to buy pulse chain. Hey, fuck it. Let's start off early, bro. Let's start off with something fun, bro. For the 10 people that are here in the chat, make sure you monkeys like the video, subscribe to the channel, bro. We're going to go with the fun shit first, and then we'll show you the interesting BTC stuff, because this time it ain't going to be fucking boring, because everybody's on edge as to which way the market's fucking heading, bro. So let's see where PLS is at. Thank God, Twinkie, you showed me how to fucking look for pulse chain on TradingView, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, now you get to use all the fun tools that you have.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right, monkeys. This is the chart that I'm looking at, man. Discount these fucking counts, bro. Pulse chains all over the fucking place, bro. And if it was correct, bro, dude, it seems like we've already made a low, but that would put us at day fucking 87. I don't know about that, man. So I'm not really doing too many counts of that, bro. But one of the things I wanted to show you, monkeys, these are, of course, bars. And one of the things that I did notice was two fractals over here, two bifractals, bro. One of them was a bullish divergent fucking bar, and one of them was a bearish one. And currently, it seems that we're getting another bullish one with that indicator as well, man. Now, currently, that one does look like a 1-1. This one that I'm talking about here, Twinkie. For you cats that are rolling around in fucking 18-wheelers and shit, I'm referring to this one, bro. That one right there, bro. So, where am I setting some of my buys? Of course.
All right. Pause button, Boogie. So what significance would a 1-1 have in the system you're using?
Yeah, well, for you cats that don't know, man, whenever you have both portions of the fucking bar close at the top, bro, that usually indicates a reversal signal. When you get both bars on the top. Now, of course, you can see that this is almost halfway, but because it is not halfway, bro, it is nevertheless considered a 1-1. You know what I'm saying? So, and that usually indicates bullish. Not only that, we did sweep a little bit of liquidity here, hence why we have that fractal. And then the recent one we have here, you see that we started at the bottom and we're currently climbing to the top. Right now, it's looking like a drifter. Now, let me activate my awesome oscillator. And you can see that we're still kind of bearish, bro. But, Twinkie, I'm glad you told me about the carbon one. Let's see which difference we see there. On the carbon one, it's starting to trend fucking bullish, bro. Know what I'm saying? The green one, of course, meaning green. Let me make this into fucking columns instead of fucking bars, so you guys can see it a little bit clearly, bro. And one of the things I don't like about this, bro, it keeps changing from green to fucking blue. And I really don't like that, for the reason being, bro.
Yeah, so you can change those colors. Like go to like color.
There you go.
Yeah, but like also change your line color. So
it'll match, Twinkie. That's what I don't want to do with that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, so what you'll actually find is the trend line in this inside of the carbon, let's say, version of the awesome oscillator. It generally reacts the fastest. So
Really?
the carbon awesome oscillator, which means it's potentially prone to, like, you know, false signals, right? Like it's just going to, like, it could give you potentially more false signals because it is more sensitive.
Yep.
But you can see that it'll flip in general. The bar flips at least one bar ahead of the awesome oscillator.
It can.
And then, and if you look at the actual trend line inside it, a lot of times that'll flip even before the bars themselves flip. So again, it is a more sensitive take on the awesome oscillator. I'm not sitting here saying it's better. It's you know, certainly tuned up for faster moving averages. But it, you know, potentially if you're looking, you like the awesome oscillator and you're like, man, I wish I had something that's potentially a little faster, a little more reactive, which again, it does mean it's going to be more prone to false signals. Then maybe the carbon version of the awesome oscillator is your jam.
Yeah. So I use it as an extra fucking add-on indicator, bro. Of course, I am not making a buy yet. And like you mentioned, Twinkie, this can give you false signals. But nevertheless, it's still giving me a green bar here, a green column. Once you get 3, then that's a super AO, meaning that, yeah, bro, you want to throw in a little bit of money. Now, mind you, cats, that does not mean I'm immediately going to buy. Now, let me make the screen a little bit bigger for you, cats, so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about here. Now, where does Boogie intend to buy? I intend to DCA, if we do go back up, I intend to DCA right above here, 1 tick above, bro, which is the last indicator we got. And that would put us at exactly at about 1930. I'll put a portion of my DCA there. And then I'll put the next portion of my DCA up here. And of course, these are with both of these fractals, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's if we do end up making a reversal. Of course, I won't end up throwing my entire bag at this shit, bro. By that time, what other DCA will I make? If I get 3 more of these bars down here at the bottom, that'll be the next DCA I make. That way I spread it out. You know what I'm saying? Now, a good indicator is if we make contact with this green line over here, bro. That would be gangster as shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, then you would have like some reversals highlighting some aspects of moving into crossing prior trend lines, which should help illustrate some aspect of positive momentum behind that reversal. So you're like just looking at the way you're applying, and I know you've been studying the Williams system for quite some time at this point in time. Is for folks maybe who don't have as many conversations with Boogie and they're like trying to wrap their head around it, I would say like overly simplifying this in the context of Boogie systems, he's awaiting some positive signs of some level of strength in that reversal. Yes, I think the price is like quite frankly okay for some aspect of DCA. However, if I'm going to deploy more capital, I want to have a certain level of confidence in my deployment, and for me, I'm just not seeing the signs there yet.
Yeah, I get you too. Hence why I am buying above those fucking those areas where I'm showing you at. I have to make sure I cross those thresholds before I DCA my entire bag of what I intend to buy for Pulse Chain. Know what I mean, Jellybean?
Yeah, and they've of course got that Prove X sacrifice running over there, and I know that's gotten some eyeballs. For anyone who is intending to sacrifice, I know at least a couple of people are potentially running pools. I know Buck from the famed Fiat team is running a SAC pool. I've had the opportunity to participate in a few community calls with Buck. He hasn't disappeared. He hasn't thrown in the towel on Pulse Chain. He's been pretty responsive and reactive whenever there's been stuff like, oh, this balancer issue was uncovered or this GMX issue was uncovered. He's been quick to respond and confirm like, hey, I'm not seeing any issues over here, or we can confirm outright we're not impacted. Assuming you're okay with some aspect of counterparty risk, which Richard has historically preached against, you could potentially join Buck's pool as they gun to get one of the top wallets and get some sort of sacrifice bonus.
Yeah, I'll probably throw some more over there. Twinkie, we don't know when the end of the SAC part is, right? Or when the next multiplier ends, do we?
I think you get like, I think it's 10 days, isn't it? Maybe I've got my stuff mixed up.
Is it in 10 days?
Yeah, I'd have to go back. I think so. I'd have to go back and take a look at what the SAC rate is on that.
Yeah, I'll probably hop in with Buck's pool. Of course, I did some of my own personal sacrifices as well, bro, for my own personal wallet. Yeah, it ends. Oh, thanks a lot, Neo. I appreciate that, man. Shout out to you, amigo. Again, monkeys, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel. Twinkie, let us move over to fucking boring ass BTC. And yes, monkeys, I do have the fragrance of the day. I got a pretty cool one, man. I think this one's pretty fucking Gucci. Of course, don't buy it now, monkeys. If the market does dump, I would rather have you cats put that freaking dinero within the fucking crypto system, man. I'm saying, King Lay, is that his name? King J, I think, and it ends on 12-3. Shout out to you, amigo, or something like that. Buck slightly raised his fee tonight. Now, that fucking sucks, dude. I didn't know you had a fee, bro, to get into the fucking system. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I get it. I was just like kind of jumping over. It looks like it's going to bump up to 15%. Currently, it's like 10% commission.
Yeah,
on that. So it looks like it's going to jump up to 15 and continue ratcheting up.
Twinkie, do you have that fucking that SAC rate on there that you can fucking show the crowd?
No, I've got their pool on what it is. If maybe one of the viewers has got it, then great.
Richard Hart, his InfoX website did go up, bro, or something like that. He did get it scored away, from my understanding. It's called InfoX or something like that. Let me see if I can look it up, bro, for Richard Hart. He's been bragging.
Provex.info is what it is, right?
Is that where it shows the current rate?
Yeah. So looks like the rate starts ratcheting up December 2nd.
Yeah, it's not provex.info, bro, where you see the climbing chart, is it?
It is. Yeah, I got it.
Oh, go ahead and share it, Twinkie.
So 9 days, 20 hours.
9 days and 20 hours. Okay, good to go. That would put us on. Cool,
December 2nd. Yep.
That gives me a little bit of time so I could DCA probably Bucks pool. Hopefully he doesn't fucking raise the rates anymore, bro. Then
yeah. Well, coulda, woulda, shoulda. It is what it is, man. And also too, Yeah, like hopefully everything's squared away on his side, right? Like there's no bugs in the whatever contract or deployer he's using to automatically dish out tokens and whatever else. So
yeah, I concur, man. Twinkie, can you? No, never mind. Let's check out what the FOMC watch tool is saying, bro. So FOMC watch tool has been saying, bro, 71% that there's a 71% chance that we do get a rate cut. Twinkie, I hope we really do get one, man, because the market's gonna take a fucking kick in the balls, and right now is not the time, bro. It's not the fucking time, bro. Jerome Powell's pissing me the fuck off, man. Somebody was saying, Twinkie, I think it was you, Matt, maybe they're considering maybe a 50 basis point cut. Was it you, Twinkie?
yeah, there's been some talk of that over there, and I think one of the governors was saying like no rate cut.
Yeah, I think it was 3 were saying no, 3 were saying 0.25, and 1 was saying no, 0.50. So yeah, I mean, but dude, the Democrats get to these fucking people, bro. Like, no, we need to make fucking Donald Trump's market look bad, bro. Just one of you, Lisa Cook's probably already on the negative, bro. Probably convince them to not give us a fucking rate cut, dude. You know what I'm saying? That would be a fucking kick in the balls, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't think that's like, kind of the game plan, but there's also, I think, some deeper underlying movements going on with respect to overall Federal Reserve potentially losing power, moving more to a Bitcoin cryptocurrency driven economy.
Yes, I heard about that, Twinkie. As a matter of fact, I think I got fucking Twitter up for that. Let me show you what I mean. Oh no, not the Federal Reserve. I'm completely talking about something else, Twinkie. I was talking about the fucking SEC losing jurisdiction over fucking crypto, and that would.
That's what we were talking about. Was it last night? Yeah.
Now, mind you, cats, get this. Mind you, of course, right now the Democrats don't want to help the Republicans in any type of way. Of course, they're not pro crypto. You know the way the Biden administration was with fucking crypto, dude. I would imagine that they would not be able to get any bill passed through the Senate because you do have to have a supermajority vote of about 60 votes. Trump's been pushing that we should suspend fucking the filibuster. Is it the filibuster, Twinkie? It is, right? He was saying that we do have to suspend it, use the nuclear option. But of course, a lot of rhinos don't really want to fucking do that, bro. They still think that the Democrats won't fucking take advantage of us if they ever take power, which we know they're foaming at the mouth. They want fucking revenge, dude. So I don't see why not. But what's cool, let me see if I can find it, bro. Check this out. Since they can't get a bill passed, breaking, the SEC just dropped crypto from its 2026 priorities. The new exam plan doesn't mention crypto at all, suggesting it's no longer treated as a special risk area, which is not as great as if they fucking dropped it from fucking if they passed the bill in the Senate, because then the SEC would have no jurisdiction over it. It's not as great as that, but nevertheless, at least during the time that fucking Republicans hold office, you will not see the SEC fuck around with crypto. Historically, we've always seen the SEC always be fucking tyrannical towards crypto. So this in itself is bullish news. Think about it. Less regulations, bro. People would be able to invest in fucking in crypto freaking projects without being scared that they're going to be fucking kicked to the curb by the SEC. Now, of course, there's another organization that will take charge of this, Twinkie, the HTs. I forgot the name of it. That organization's not named as much as the SEC, but there is another federal organization that wants to take jurisdiction over crypto, and they tend to be more bullish towards crypto.
CFTC?
That one, Twinkie.
Yep.
So that in itself is a little bit of good news. I do want to share some other data with you, monkeys. Let me see if I can go here. Now, this was pretty interesting. I thought this was interesting as fuck, bro. Here we go. We got fucking Japan will lower tax on Ethereum gains from 55% to 20%, bro. And I don't know if you monkeys know, man, 8.8 billion flooded into U.S. treasuries in 1 week. That's not very common. So we're seeing that fucking money's coming back into the United States, bro. And it's mostly coming from areas like Japan. I've heard fucking incidents of where it's coming from fucking Western Europe and France. And of course, Saudi Arabia does want to invest big money into the United States. Usually this tends to follow a pipeline. to short-term bills, 10-year notes, and then it goes to tech, into crypto. Of course, this does not mean it'll turn over into crypto very fast. That pipeline can be pretty fucking slow, bro. Nevertheless, this is some bullish news, bro. So we got fucking Ramirez. Let's get Jerome Paul's daughter pregnant with consent of. Dog, don't be saying shit like this, Ramirez. If I had a soundboard, Twinkie. If only I had a fucking soundboard, bro. Oh yeah, bro. All right, man. Let's see what else we got down the pike, bro. Let's go over to the BTC chart.
Yeah, so I want to give a credit to Hoddle Maryland. They had a really great lengthy post on aspects of this topic. Let me just pull this up. I'll retweet it and drop a link here in chat very shortly. Long story short, let me just overly summarize a few points here. The whole argument here basically boils down to, and there's chatter about like certain like things like MicroStrategy, Mara, and others being delisted from certain indices and the like. But what this is coming down to is the basic argument here is like, hey, if you look at it's JP Morgan is pulling a lot of strings here. JP Morgan being involved in the creation in the Fed. In this case, they're saying, hey, JPM is the operational arm of the global financial establishment, sits closest to the Federal Reserve's core mechanisms, influences dollar settlement worldwide. There's a Truth Social post over here by Trump saying, together with the great patriots at the FBI, and I'm a little disappointed in the FBI, like pots full of honey type situations over there. But anyway, calling out relationships with JP Morgan, Chase, and the like tied to Epstein. So this to me is less of about the actual reality, which I do think was true, but also the political optics on it. So JPM being a facilitator and aggressive short pressure on strategy, clients trying to transfer their strategy shares out of the JPM ecosystem, but are getting, hey, we got delivery delays, custody issues, blah, blah, blah. Part two here, the argument here is the Trump administration is really trying to return more power to the Treasury and quite frankly, get it under control of folks like Bessent, and also to a correlated element would be Lutnick as well over there. And then Bitcoin is sort of the overall paper proxy war that we're witnessing on it. And so we know that aspects of this are unavoidable, like tokenization, real world assets and like, but first and foremost, it's going to be Bitcoin getting through that. And so the argument here is, hey, Trump doesn't need control over the Federal Reserve in, May onward. He needs it now.
Yeah, he does need it now.
So they have some ramp up time.
Yeah, I think Jerome Powell doesn't step down to what, Twinkie, till fucking May 6th, bro. He did.
I think it's, yeah.
Yeah, he had made mention last month, bro, but I think everybody, the news cycle forgot about it. That fucking he was already considering stepping down and shit like that, bro. Unfortunately, that has yet to happen, bro.
Yeah, so the final conclusion here is like, okay, administration wants to let JP Morgan overplay its hand, trying to suppress the action. They want to accumulate Bitcoin quietly. There's been some chatter about paying paying taxes with Bitcoin and striking capital gains related to some of that Bitcoin, and then using it to help fund the National Bitcoin Strategic Reserve on that, because I believe the guidance was it needed to be cost neutral. So if they accept Bitcoin in lieu of dollars, interesting, if true, and potentially Bitcoin through confiscation. But anyway, coming back to reshape Fed governance, Treasury as the issuer of digital dollars, which is already underway on that, and unveil new architecture. It's not gentle reform. It's an inversion of the 1913 order, which for those who remember was the foundation of the Fed. And it's a hell of a gamble on this. If it works, great. New monetary era built on transparency, digital rails, and a hybrid Bitcoin collateral framework. If it's a miss, or they get crushed out or stomped out or stalled out, then you're probably fucked for at least another generation.
Yeah.
So it's a real interesting longer post or longer article. I'll retweet it. It's worth a read.
I mean, nevertheless, that is intriguing data, Twinkie. Now, before I forget, monkeys, if you guys want to become TA wizards, bro, right now there is a big Black Friday sale, bro. I was gonna say BBC. They used to be a company named, well, there is still a company. I think John Willis still runs it. It's called SOE Gear. And SOE Gear, they make fucking like some of the finest tactical equipment out there, bro, like battle belts, fucking chest rigs and shit like that. Dude, they have Twinkie, they have a 50 round, they have the 50 magazine battle bag, bro. So like, dog. So like you could actually put on a fucking like battle bag with you, bro, and like rock 50 mags and shit like that, dude. But dude, that would weigh close to about 60, 70 pounds, give or take, bro.
Yeah, it doesn't sound fun.
Dude,
Yeah.
shit's gonna get hot, bro. You're gonna fucking burn out that, bro. Well, there's a point to this, bro. That I'm talking about this. He would make these little cocks. Yeah, there's little roosters, and he'd call them battle cocks or combat cocks. He came out with a big block one, bro, and called it the BBC, the Big Black. Fucking Willis, bro. He used to be a Marine, dude. So why am I mentioning this, bro? Because right now, from my understanding, there is a little bit of a fucking sale on TradingView if you guys want to get in on the action, bro. Up to 80% off fucking TradingView, bro. And currently I am on this plan, bro. I am on the premium plan, $49.95 fucking build annual, $49.95 a month build annually. But of course, I like using my TA charts a lot, bro. Let me take our ugly faces off here, Twinkie, so people could see this shit.
Yeah, I use the same plan personally, and if you see there's got a list of features, yeah, like indicators on indicators, all the way down through some of the different benefits you get with certain charts. Can you run multi views? How many different things can you potentially apply? Things like auto chart patterns. If people aren't necessarily like, hey, which one do I get? I think you got like still 5.5, 6 days to kind of figure your shit out. So
Yeah.
like, you know, if somebody's newer to this, I would at least sign in, set up a TradingView account. You don't necessarily need to like buy anything off rip and just kind of like poke around and figure out, hey, it'd be nice to have this. It'd be nice to have this. But yeah, Boogie and I use the premium one.
Yeah, that's the one I like to rock. 8 charts per tab, 25 indicators, bro. I don't need more than 25 indicators, bro. 20K historical bars, 50 parallel chart connections, 400 price alerts, 400 technical alerts, 2 watch list alerts, bro. And of course, it's got the same shit premium's got. Premium's got twice the amount of everything. Ultimate, I'm sorry. It's got the twice amount of anything, bro. I stick to the premium, bro, because I'm a TA freaking, I want to call myself a wizard, bro, but that's my thing. You know what I'm saying?
It also depends how far back you want to go for data. Can you zoom that up just a little bit more?
Oh, let me bring it up again, Twinkie. Let me bring that out una vez más. Share screen. Let me downsize this so you cats can see it a little bit better. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So if you see like over there, it's like 20,000 historical bars versus 10,000 historical bars. That is potentially relevant if you're charting older assets. Like you want to chart, you know, certain things like since the beginning of the chart. Just to put it in perspective, if you were charting daily, that's potentially 27 years worth of data on a daily chart.
Exactly.
So like you get just like that, just to put it in perspective. So if you're sitting there saying like, hey, I chart sub daily and I need like full chart history, then you would want to consider that in that. But you know, most of our stuff like in the crypto space, it's like Bitcoin, gold, like, you know, some aspects of money supply and global liquidity don't necessarily need to go back that far. But if you were looking at stock market stuff, especially, and you needed to go all the way back, then yeah, potentially you might need that 20,000 plus bars.
Yeah, especially if you're looking at monthly fair value gaps and shit like that, man, or fucking order blocks and things of that nature. But nevertheless, bro, it also comes in handy, bro. I like to fucking set one day, bro, a week. Yes, I'm a weirdo like that. I like to set one day a week, bro, where I just sit down, bro, and for like 3 hours, bro, I'm fucking going on replay, and I'm fucking just like fucking paper trading, bro, paper trading. And sometimes you want to go down to the minute chart, bro, and if you go too far back in history, you can't pick up that data, man. So of course, that's where the ultimate would happen, bro. But trust me, bro, unless you're working on Wall Street, bro, the premium's just fine. That's good to go.
Yeah. I don't think you need more than premium. But you like, depending on where you are in your journey and how far down the rabbit hole you want to go, you potentially could do with some lesser tier than premium.
Yeah, exactly.
But you got like 5.5, 6 days. I would, again, just like set up a quick demo account and just kind of eyeball it and figure out what potentially you need.
So boom. All right, going over to the BTC chart, monkeys. And mind you, this one won't be as boring as usually as BTC is pretty fucking boring. This is going to be a little bit more interesting, cats. Well, at least I'm hoping it's a little bit more interesting. Is this the daily? I think it is. All right, monkeys. Now, this is the daily chart on, of course, the BTC chart. I think Charlie's got 2 counts, man. He's got one at 60 some and one at like 45. I'm sticking to the 80 days, 71 days. Prior to that, we had 84 days. Prior to that, had 70, and then we went to 63. I'm doing the bigger counts, bro, and I'm noticing that it's working with the method. It seems like it's working. I pray to God that it's working correctly, bro. Let me get my ugly face out of here so you monkeys can see exactly what I'm talking about. So as I'm showing you this chart, man, a lot like the pulse chain chart I showed you earlier, man, we are getting that bullish divergent bar. And we did fractal out exactly here at about 81 days. I'm hoping that this indicates that we're going into a reversal. And we're getting that indicator that we are going to reverse. By the way, Twinkie, this is the parts that I was telling you that's fucking dope, bro, from this one cat that makes his indicator. Now, nevertheless, monkeys, you can see that I had mentioned on the last stream that I made, and mind you, it got fucking nuked. I guess I was talking too much shit last stream, bro, and they ended up fucking nuking it. That's why you don't see that stream anymore. I was expecting, I'll show you cats momentarily, but nevertheless, it seems like we're about to get a reversal, man. And what I like about this, it's almost a 1-1 chart, bro, because both portions of the fractal or of the fucking bar are at the top side. Of course, we still have yet to get a reversal on the AO, but it's indicating that we do want to turn around, at least what I'm seeing. And currently the candle that we are printing is a drifter bar, and the one prior to that was also a 1-1. Now, alligator is still trending in a downward fashion, and this is where I would toss in fucking Twinkster's fucking carbon awesome oscillator. And let's see what this one's indicating. It's still somewhat bearish, man. It's still somewhat bearish. But Twinkie, you said that this trending line moves fast.
Yeah, see how it's already starting to like flash a green on there, right? So like the question is that, is it correct, or is that in just like, too early false signal? We're not going to know for in this case on the daily for a few more days.
Yeah, we're not gonna know yet. And of course,
and I've not battle tested it in the sense like let me paper trade or put money to it to see like how well that plays out. But I did like compare it to the awesome oscillator and compare it to stuff like RSI and MACD, which again I'll generally put in more of a momentum based tool, and it's definitely faster. And like, I'll probably start throwing a few paper dollars at at least just to test it out and see how well it works out.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly. So yeah, that's the data that we're getting, monkeys. That's the shit that I'm seeing here on the daily, bro. It does seem that we're at about 81 days so far. I mean, keep your fingers crossed. Hopefully fucking we can still keep fucking pushing forward, if anything, bro. You know what I'm saying? Give me 1 second, monkeys. 1 second.
Yeah, so while Boogie's handling that business over there, like I know people are concerned, and the chart, look, it is possible we are in some sort of bear cycle. I don't personally think so, at least not yet. My technical criteria for that has not been met. I know like 50-week moving average. I've been on stream here. I mentioned to other people, it's like one of the big heavyweight ones. I'm super strongly I'm weighing very heavily. I took a few chips off the table. I do have a game plan where that accelerates as we get closer and closer to 74,000 or falling below 74,000. I'll increasingly just pull some off the table. Why? Because if I left it, let's say I leave it parked and Bitcoin crashes down, for argument's sake, let's just say we crash down to like 50,000, quick round numbers here, right? The capital and like capital firepower loss by riding that down to 50,000 is going to be pretty significant for me. Whereas, hey, like let's hypothetically say I'm like, you know what, 73,000, that's it, I'm out, right? Like I'm going to cheat out like the 90% of my remaining stack. And it doesn't go down to like, let's say 50,000. Maybe it goes to 63, 60, whatever, bottoms there, reverses. Similar to Boogie was talking about earlier, waiting for some positive signs of strength. Let's say I don't even re-enter until 80, right? Well, that 5%, whatever, 10% loss I'm going to suffer is probably far better if I'm convinced and it looks like there's going to be substantial upside versus riding it down even further and witnessing, 75, 80% capital value destruction. But that's a personal call you all need to make. I'm not sitting here giving life or financial advice. I'm just sharing aspects of my personal plan on that. So for me, that hard line in the sand right now still remains 74,000.
So I'm glad you mentioned that, Twinkie, because can you see this chart, Twinkie?
Yes, sir.
Cool. Let's get our ugly faces out of here, Twinkie. And it's funny that Twinkie mentioned that. Let me go over to candles here because I know you cats probably understand candles a little bit better. But last time I talked to you, monkeys, I said that a really concerning area for me in itself, and this would indicate that we're probably in a bear market, is if we cross the 78,353 threshold. And I'm looking at these two candles here at the bottom as areas of support. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, we did break past this one here. We did fucking get a little bit of a freaking break of structure right here. And hence why we're heading down here. And I think this is a pretty decent area of support. Now, Twinksters is under the belief as well that the bottom of the candle down here at about 74 is where he's considering, yeah, we're probably not going to recover from there. But, I mean, he did ask me something earlier today. He said, hey, Boogie, can you look for some order blocks? And I was like, cool, where? He goes, on the daily? He goes, no, check them out on the weekly. And when he asked me that, I found this orange block here. And you're like, what the fuck's an order block, Boogie? Because I know I don't talk a lot about them because they are pretty rare at times. Order blocks tend to be the most attractive for the market. And they are very powerful fuel zones that we do go down to. Know what I mean? And it may be that this is the area where we may reverse. Of course, I'm not promising anything, monkeys. And mind you, we could even possibly come down here to the bottom of this fucking order block, which is where exactly the Twinksters is talking about is his line in the sand. And let me highlight that as color red so you monkeys can see exactly what I'm talking about. Let me increase the fucking opacity on there, right there in that area, bro. It does make contact with the bottom portion of that order block. So it would not surprise me, bro, if fucking the people that are dumping on our heads, bro, because I do think this shit is fucking done on purpose, Twinkie. I do think this shit is fucking, the institutions aren't doing this on purpose in order to fucking shake our hands out, because a lot of bullish news is coming into the market about fucking more fucking treasuries coming into the United States, bro. So I'm wondering if they'll push us all the way down here to try to scare us. Because I wonder, Twinkie, if they'll be able to reverse us out of this if we do go past below this area of about 74,533. Now, mind you, we do have pretty strong areas of support down here too. At about 71, we got some more at 69. We got two strong ones here at 69 and another one at 68. So let's see which way the market takes us. Now, as far as this goes, let me activate my fucking my Bill Williams indicators. One of the bullish things that I am seeing here is that we are getting a squat bar, a blue squat bar. And you're like, what the fuck is that, Boogie? Usually squat bars, 80% of the time, they'll be the last three bars before the market reverses, which I'm hoping this is one of them. And we'll find out soon enough in time. We are seeing that the Bill Williams alligator does want to trend in a downwards fashion, bro. And you can see that on the awesome oscillator, we've gone down negative a little bit, bro. Now, historically, the last times that we've gone down negative into the awesome oscillator, it's an average of about 5 weeks, give or take, 5 or 6 weeks, ballpark, before we start reversing back to the upside. But nevertheless, just because it does turn to the downside does not mean that the charts can't pull up as well. So, for example, you've got it here that you got multiple bars that were red, and then we started turning green and we started pulling back up to the upside. We got 3 bars that were fucking on the negative line, and then we got multiple bars, about 4 of them that were still -0 that were green, and it started pushing us to the upside. I'm hoping that's the type of momentum we do get for that. Interesting aspect about this, man, is that the Bollinger Band, look at this sexy shit. And you're like, what the fuck are you talking about, Twinkie? There's just fucking lines on the chart. But check this out, man. We're making contact with that fucking white line on the weekly. And usually when we make contact with that white line on the weekly, it indicates that we're about to reverse back to the upside. Historically, it's always done that. And I can give you example after example after example. You've got these 3 candles up over here. We started pulling back. I've got this candle down here, or this bar down here, and then we started pulling back up. So I would assume, that it would be safe to say that we may start pulling back up. Now, mind you, that does not mean that fucking white line can't stretch out a little bit more after the next fucking bar prints. You have anything to add to that, Twinksters?
Not specifically for your chart. I'll say, like if you look at the RSI on the daily, we're in oversold territory. If you look at stuff like on the weekly, we haven't been this low since what, like bear market lows?
Yeah.
Like back in 22?
Yeah.
So, okay, like interesting, right? Not look, you can go down for days, weeks, months, far longer than people realize, right? And it's not always just going to be like thump, right? Like it can be like a choppy ladder stepping downward on it with some relief rallies, but we can still go down more. However, in the grand scheme of things, I find it really hard to be bearish in macro bearish. So we might be acutely bearish. I'm not macro bearish at this stage. Basically, like, yeah, we've probably lost, aspects of total, but I think most of that probably came out of BTC, just given how strong BTC has been this cycle. Inflation sitting at around 2.8, 2.9%. I think officially we are going to be wrapping up almost 3 years of a tightening cycle on under the Federal Reserve on that front. Treasury general account sitting at like 1 trillion, which is around, I think it's about the highest it's been in 4 or 5 years at this point in time. Imminently, like just a few, 10 days out? What are we at, the 22nd? Yeah, like 10 days out, 9 days out. We're going to end officially quantitative tightening. That's the game plan on that. PMI is still sitting at around 48, right? So it's like fairly low and under contraction. If you look at aspects of like copper and gold, copper's compared to gold is in the shitter, basically, which is usually indicative of uncertainty, certainly not growth. When copper starts running like a motherfucker, that's usually, hey, money's flowing back in the system. We're on a growth cycle.
Twinkie, can you take over for a couple seconds?
Yeah, no problem. I'll keep the people entertained. If you look at like stuff like others and some of the other charts, they're around 50% from all-time high. So again, stuff can be short-term, bad news bears. Longer term, like macro, I'm still up and to the right. Like I'm still thinking we're up and to the right. It's hard for me to argue against that. So like, how do you play that out? How do I play that out versus you, the viewer, or like you got to make personal decisions. I outlined, hey, that 74,000. That's kind of like my final line in the sand, and I'll probably make some hard cuts at that point in time and try to catch the rebound, so to speak, on certain things on that front. But I've also been building cash stockpiles. So we get down as like sub 74,000, sub 60,000, sub 50,000. I'm gonna chuck like a baseball, a softball, bowling ball, cannonball. The lower it goes, the harder I'm going to buy. And that's a personal decision you have to make on that front. But that's my game plan. I will probably focus more on Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, just sticking some of the L1s on that one. There's some assorted reasons too on that. We won't necessarily get into all like the expanded stuff tonight, but I'm also maybe contemplating a Chainlink pickup personally. ETF is launching next week under Grayscale, I believe, and will be custodied through Coinbase. So like Chainlink's down 75-80% from all-time high. Not financial advice. Obviously they're like really important for the overall crypto infrastructure, but my understanding is that BlackRock slashed their BUIDL fees by like 60% by moving from Ethereum to Solana. And so keeping in mind, BlackRock manages like 10 trillion in asset fees. So why would they slash fees? Well, they're probably planning on really scaling that out more. So I think Solana is definitely going to be a chain you need to watch, especially when it comes to stuff like real world assets on chain. Yeah. So like my game plan is, one, BTC. And I know like in some of the chats, a lot of the people I'm watching, they're really, really uncomfortable right now. Some are quite frankly like approaching panic, I am very grateful. Shout out Miguel and Charlie, like that they've always said, hey, keep at least a third to half of your portfolio in Bitcoin and Ethereum. And, it's my number's not at all time high, but it hasn't really dipped below the amount it's been sitting at. It's going to take a fair amount to make it budge at this point in time down further.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I'm a lot more comfortable. Also keeping in mind, Boogie and I have been around for a few years at this point in time. I definitely bought a fair amount during that late 2022 period of time. So even if I'm cutting at 74,000, like I'm still pretty comfortable.
So yeah, monkeys. Shout out to DCC and Charlie, man. They did tell us to buy freaking half of our portfolio in Ethereum and Bitcoin. Of course, that's not really the sexy thing to say, bro. Guarantee you, monkeys, after this fucking bear market, the next bottom, bro. I promise you monkeys are gonna be buying that BTC now. Now, don't let this be like an episode of fucking Office Space, bro. Where at the beginning of the movie, bro, he's on the slow lane, stuck in traffic, and he sees some guy passing by with a walker, his old man, bro, and he's outpacing him while he's stuck in traffic. So he's like, "Fuck it, I'll change lanes." So he changes lanes really quick, very erratically, almost gets hit by another car, bro. Then the other lane starts fucking moving. So God forbid, man, that you guys start buying fucking BTC next cycle, bro, and Ethereum ends up being the fucking leader in that fucking cycle, bro. So make sure you guys buy both, man. Not financial advice, of course, bro. At the bottom of the next cycle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and also related to BTC, I know some folks have been speculating that somebody or multiple somebodies got blown up on October 10th, and we're just seeing some ripple effects through that. Also, interestingly, what was it? Like there's some speculation that due to certain timing around certain wallets, like when they're selling, is somebody's basically being forced to sell out of position, probably to cover some sort of scenario. There's been some chatter, like, is it some market maker? Is it Binance? It's probably multiple somebodies, in all honesty. What was it? Oh, the delisting of MicroStrategy and other potential funds from the some of the indices under Morgan Stanley and JP Morgan. That initial assessment announcement came out on October 10th. Interesting, right? Like strangely coincidental. This announcement comes out, hey, we're potentially going to kick these fuckers off of our index or indices. And then all of a sudden you start seeing certain runs, which causes like the biggest liquidation event in crypto history. Same day. Interesting. Could be something, could be nothing. That decision, I believe the final decision on like MicroStrategy, Mar, and some others will be made January 15th. But right now it's like under assessment.
You had said that they had removed MicroStrategy from more Twixters.
They're talking about moving from like some of the JP Morgan and Morgan Stanley index funds.
Okay.
Which would potentially culminate in like lower end I saw was like 2.8 billion, upper end 8 to 10 billion worth of stock sell off, not necessarily them forcing a like Bitcoin sell off. Also, I like poked around how MicroStrategy has their debt structured with some of their notes. It is, long story short, Sailor can't be liquidated, like not in the classic sense. Like his debt is due several years out.
So yeah, that hence why they can't freaking dump them completely, bro.
Yep.
Shout out to, I got some questions here in the chat, Twinkie. Shout out to Diamond Hands Degenerate. Shout out to you, amigo.
Hey, what's going on, Diamond? That dude grinds, you know, like a motherfucker. A cool cat to hang out with.
Cool, man. We met this cat.
Yeah. He was at the most recent meetup. Yeah.
I think I shot some freaking roulette with him, bro. If anything, man. I'm saying.
Yeah. Good dude.
Jim Cramer bottom signal. Well, yeah, it's funny you mentioned that, bro. Check this out. Where's he at, man? Is this it? Yeah, here it is. And this is Jim Cramer, bro. Talking some shit. Here we go.
Bitcoin is like at 81, and you're looking at what I regard as being the single worst moment in this decline was the moment between 3:30 and 4:30, and then Williams comes on, and then suddenly everything's fine. I don't think so.
You don't think everything's fine?
No, there's a lot of people who have to get out. Let them get out. This is not what suddenly they wave a magic wand. We obviously have real issues. We have issues with the building out the data center unlimited. We have issues with a lot of people, you know, the strategies. Bitcoin is like at 81.
Shout out to Somi for this one, man. So this may be a bottom signal. Shout out to you, freaking Ramirez. Ramirez, you had asked which of these fucking trading view plans you should get, man. Well, it depends how much you want to mess with fucking TA, bro. If you do want to mess TA on the same level that me and Twinkie do, then do the fucking premium. But if not, bro, you'll be good to go with the plus, bro. It'll be equivalent to a double Netflix fucking subscription, if anything. I'm saying. I understand shit's expensive as fuck right now, though.
You know, Boogie's aware of a personal project I'm working on in the background with some aspects of back testing some data. One of the things that TradingView will let you do is pull down. I know the lowest price plan doesn't let you do this, but for sure premium does. You can pull down like actual numeric values on that, so you can run certain mathematical back testing on it. So if that's something that you're interested in, then yeah, potentially you need to spring for premium. But how deep down the rabbit hole do you want to go? I think you should spend some time learning the ropes, so to speak. You don't necessarily need to go down like I've kicked the can on a few systems and like kind of explored a few things and trying to figure some stuff out. Certainly Boogie's really gone down the rabbit hole of TA. So figure out kind of like how you want to play the game and what tools potentially you want to assess. Like Boogie and I talk about this because of what I do and like the way my life is structured. I have the ability to listen to a lot of podcasts and read certain things, whereas Boogie's a little more on the go. So for me, I can have certain things pumping in my ears at all hours of the day while I'm at work or while I'm, raking or mowing lawn or doing some other shit. So I'm able to like just listen to a lot of information pretty quickly. Whereas Boogie might not have that kind of scheduling availability or lifestyle. So he's able to quickly digest certain things in charts. You just got to figure out what works for you, right? Like, but I would say you at least need to know your way around the basics of a chart.
Yeah, exactly, man. And as stated, man, if you're a guy that's always on the go, man, TA may be the better option for you. And I get this from DCC all the time, bro. Like, dude, like you should do more F8. Like, dog, I'm always driving, bro. It's so difficult to fucking read and drive, bro. And besides, man, I like my life. I like my life. I don't want to end up fucking crashing and shit like that, dude. Since I'm always on the fucking go, bro, and I'm a really busy person. TA is my shit, bro. Charlie says this all the time, man. Spend 15 minutes a day on TA, bro. You'll become a wizard in about fucking half a year, bro. You know what I mean? Especially if you want to dive deep. Now, me, I try to go way deeper into TA, man. And on my days off, I spend a whole fucking day studying TA, man. Going to testing fucking strategies out, testing out this, man. Getting better, getting faster at picking shit up on TA. Versus Twinksters, on the other hand, man. He's got a little bit more liberty. So fundamental analysis fits him more. And, of course, he gets to mix a little bit of TA with that as well, man. Now, if you got time to do both, that's where it's at, man.
Like the third X factor, I think is on-chain analytics, which I eyeball a few things. Like we've talked about this, like Book and I were talking the other couple nights back. I'm like, man, there's a huge semi-recent spike in the number of wallets that hold over 1,000 Bitcoin. Like it's been trending downward for like overall several years, and then like last week or so, it just goes whoop. It's like a 25% increase or something. Big boy, while you were all panicking, Big Boy stepped in and bought your shit up.
Yeah, man. That's all important data to know, monkeys. I've been off for the past few fucking couple days, bro, and that data that I dropped on you cats about the inflows, about the 8.8 billion of inflows, bro, that I got it from a little bit of FA that I did. I could see where it would really give me an edge, man, if I had more time to add it to my TA and shit like that. There is a certain question here, Twinkie. I don't think I've seen you before. At cat93274. Is there any way you guys can let your videos be downloaded so I can listen to them at work? I thought that my videos could be downloaded. I didn't know that, man. I have to check the settings on YouTube, bro, if that is not permitting you to download them. Or it may be because I'm not past the 500 threshold. Hence why you monkeys need to subscribe to this channel, like the video, hit that bell icon, man. Fucking tell YouTube that you guys want to see me more. Hence why you'll be able to download my videos. So again, monkeys, subscribe to my channel. It helps other fucking people out with my TA and shit like that. Agent Fox, man, shout out to you. If it mitigates risk while building. Keep it up, brother. I'm proud of you. Be safe out there. Hey, shout out to you, amigo.
Thanks, Agent. You know what, Antcat, you should be able to download actually the videos if I think you got to be on YouTube Premium. So I don't know if you're a YouTube Premium member, and sometimes there's a delay between when the video gets posted and when it's available for download. And I've definitely seen that with some of the folks I follow, because I was mentioning earlier, a lot of times I just download it and I'm listening to it in my earbuds while I'm doing other shit. Yeah, sometimes there's a little bit of a delay. Also, Boogie had a video that was recently struck down. So maybe they're not letting you downloads, or you're on some sort of suspension or something.
Yeah, God forbid, man. I got to look into that, man. I got to look into that shit. I'm not carrying any firearms, YouTube. I'm not carrying any weapons. It's only parts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, son? Shout out to
offended somebody.
Yeah, with my fucking probably with fuck it. If we're gonna get nuked, let's get fucking nuked the right way. What an educational video, cats. What an educational video. You should definitely show that video to your kids, bro. Even though I think that's Chinese, Twinkie. I don't know.
Chinese, Japanese, I don't know. They all look alike and sound alike anyway. So like in let's say your ancestral culture, because I know it's definitely a thing in Korean. It's not like you are gay per se. It's like you are a gay. Like you
Really?
like yeah. Do they do the same thing? And like you're a part of the Spanish world.
You are no. Like if you're gay, it isn't
two hours homo.
It isn't joto. That's like our slang term. Or it isn't maricon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You no, we don't say it like that. You are gay, I guess. It isn't joto. You know?
Yeah.
At Cat, I got premium already, but I have no Wi-Fi at work, so I'll check it out the delay. No problem, man. Hey, let me get the fragrance of the day for you monkeys. Twinkie, entertain them.
Yeah. So while Boogie's going to get like fragrance of the day, I was like, oh, I got to go get some shampoo, and it's like, splurge, right? I was like, let me get a few different types of like shampoo. Dove makes this men care thing, and one of them is this caffeine menthol shampoo. That shit is awesome. It's like got a caffeine menthol mint, like because you can absorb caffeine topically. Like people don't realize this. Like you can absorb caffeine through your skin. So
what?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Send me a picture of that fucking shampoo, Twinkie.
Yeah. Now, does it have like? Is it enough to be like an actual dose, or is it just like kind of extra tingly? I don't know. Placebo effect, whatever. Smells good. Anyway, speaking of smelling good.
That's intriguing data right there, man. All right. Last time I went to the Crypto Mindset meetup, I taught you cats, and I taught a lot of people within the fucking the VIP how you appropriately spray fragrance on yourself, bro. And I used this fucking bomb on there, bro. This is Naxos, bro. Zerzov Naxos. And yeah, it's a very elegant fucking bottle, bro. Look at that shit. Look at that shit, man. And you're wondering, like, Boogie, what the fuck's that smell like, bro? And it is tobacco and honey, bro. And it lasts for fucking days on your skin, dude. I've gotten a lot of compliments of the very masculine fragrance, bro. Do not use it during the high summer heat, bro. Now, mind you, fuck, I can smell it right here, bro. I haven't even opened the fucking bottle. This shit is potent, dude. Fuck, this shit is powerful, dude. Now, I did get it at a fragrance marketplace on Facebook for about $130, monkeys. This will run you anywhere to about $300, give or take. Yes, I did get it used. But usually people that sell fucking bad shit there, bro, they get nuked from the group, bro. And there's a point system to verify that these people are legitimate. They're not selling you crap, bro. Hell of a fragrance, bro. I would say $130, great fucking deal, bro. Don't buy it brand new because I'd rather have you cats buy a little bit of BTC, a little bit of ETH, maybe some Pulse Chain, give or take, bro. Not financial advice. Ramirez, you are super fucking active today. What a good one for my brother. He's in high school, 15 years old. Hey, yeah, fuck yeah, bro. Show it to him, bro. Show it to his teachers too, bro. Fuck yeah, do that shit every day, all the time, homie. Tell him Crypto Boogie sent you and the Twinksters. You know what I mean?
Did you see my response to that in chat? What's a good one for his brother? Because he's in high school, 15 years old.
That's great, bro. Show and tell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I'll say like Drakkar Noir. Right, like dude, that was the back in my day when I was like 15, 16, like that was all the dudes were wearing that anyway.
Drakkar Noir, yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, go with a good one for your little brother, bro. He's 15 years old. Go with fucking Versace Pour Homme. It's about $38. Great for the gym. Very soapy, bro. You do have to overspray to fucking wear it, man. Highly recommend that one, bro. Let me see if I can pull it up for you cats. Versace Pour Homme. And then we'll go into the Ethereum chart, cats. Here we go. And, dude, Black Friday's coming up, so you'll probably be able to get it even cheaper, dog. Let me see if I can pull it up, bro, without fucking exposing my channel here, without exposing my fucking doxing myself. Here you go. And you can get the fucking tester bottle.
Boogie is secretly Jerome Powell.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. Here we go. Versace Pour Homme. Here it is, monkeys. It runs about $47 the coupon. But mind you, Black Friday's coming up, monkeys. This is a really good one for the gym, bro. Hey, if you get yourself the 6.7, bro, you can probably get this on Black Friday for about $40, give or take, man. Or if you want to be a little bit cheap, you can go with a tester at 3.4 ounces, bro. It doesn't come with a cap, no hay pedo. what I'm saying? But the 6.7 would probably be the best bang for your buck. Highly recommend this fragrance, bro. Got a lot of compliments to that one at the gym, bro. A lot of people love that one, dude. A lot of people love that one. We got a comment here asking about fragrance details. Dolce and Gabbana, the one perfume is fire, but doesn't have longevity. Yeah, I get you, dude. I get you, man. Señor Granados, buenos dias, amigo. Thank you for fucking visiting my channel. Like this channel, subscribe to the channel. Jupe Home EDP. You know, I've never tried Jupe, bro. A lot of people hate on that one, bro, but I guarantee you they got to have some bangers, bro. It's been around for a while, if anything. So, moving forward, monkeys, let us go over to the Ethereum chart. And then we can call it a night. Here we go. Now, this is the Ethereum chart on the fucking daily, and I wanted to show you, monkeys, specifically something here. Let's go to the daily. Now, I don't think. Now, the way I have it set up here, monkeys, 0 to 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5. I don't think this is correct. And the reason I don't think this is correct is because if you take a measurement from the bottom here to the top of 1, that's 110%. Now, why does that matter? Because 2 to 3 has to be way more volatile than that. And right now, it's at about an 88%. So I don't think that's it at all, which leads me to believe, monkeys, let me put this over here. This leads me to believe that 3 may not be in yet. Now, of course, this is not financial advice, monkeys, and I'm not guaranteeing this is what's going on. So 3 may not be in yet, and we can still run back up to the upside, if anything. Now, mind you, this is on the daily chart. Let's check it out on the weekly. Let's see what it looks like with the Bollinger Bands. ETH can come retrace down here to about 1852, but I think the most it'll probably go to is about 2386 if we don't go to a full-on bear market. And that's what I'm seeing on ETH right now here on the weekly, bro. Now, mind you, this is in the immediate time frame. Of course, if we look at it from a bigger perspective, and we grab my fucking Elliott wave tool, this would probably be 0. This would probably be 1. We would come down here to 2. And then this would possibly be 3 over here. Let me add 4, 5. Let me remove this one, cats, so you guys don't get confused there. So that means this could possibly be 4, and we could still be going into 5. Because, of course, this is the highest one of them all from starting here at the bottom, monkeys. So this may indicate that ETH is still fucking bullish, cats. So keep your fingers crossed that we do continue to the upside. If anything, Twinkie, you want to add anything to that?
Not specific to ETH on that one, but again, like as Bitcoin goes and the crypto market goes, so too generally is everything else going to go. So
Twinkie, give me 1 second, Twinkie, 1 second.
Yeah,
since I'm already on the topic of ETH, I did want to show you guys a certain fucking tweet from Gert Van Lagen. Ethereum follows a textbook expanding diagonal pattern. Wave 5 is in its final stages, forming the concluding corrective ABC structure. Plus, wave A has already broken above the horizontal resistance at 3650. Currently, wave B is finding the support within the key liquidity zone, fair value gaps, and HTF SMA. The final impulse wave is C, is targeting the green box between 9,000 and 1,800. And this cat's pretty good at his TA, man. He does charts prettier than I am. But this is the data that he is picking up, monkeys. And, of course, he is signifying the fair value gaps there is here in the immediate time frame. So it may be that on this expanding diagonal pattern, bro, we are running to the upside. And it kind of looks similar to the way I ran that TA for you cats on a longer time frame. So that's what I got for that, Twinkie.
Cool. Yeah, just going back to some of the stuff here. There's been, again, chatter that some market maker got detonated on the October 10th event, forced liquidation, selling out. Just to acknowledge one of the other L1s, I know I mentioned a little earlier, like BlackRock moved their BUIDL fund over to Solana, and they're cutting fees, which suggests they're going to be trying to expand that, like infrastructure expansion, like data centers, and like out through marketing and other aspects of having capital ready to deploy. I know that Solana devs recently just proposed, let's say, speeding up the disinflation rate, so to speak. So should reduce the amount of Solana being emitted over the next several years. Not that it's a done deal, but there's been talk of that fairly recently as far as some of the Solana proposals on that front. Now, what's interesting too is who did Coinbase? Was it Coinbase Kraken? I think it was Coinbase. Vector.fund. Coinbase is acquiring it. They came to I think it's Vector.fund acquisition deal for a more Solana and meme coin exposure. And there were some questions why would Coinbase lie in bed with these people? Well, one, Coinbase has been cutting some deals with sort of people to have possession. Two, what is Coinbase's actual moneymaker? There's no token on Base. What the personal opinion here? If I'm how would I do this if I'm going to do that? And I want to stay in my lane because there's something to be said for sticking to what you're good at and what you know. And obviously Brian Armstrong and that team, they've been able to guide Coinbase overall very successfully over the years, culminating in, hey, they're still around. They didn't blow up. They've cut some major Wall Street deals and what they want is they want users. And I'm sure their research says, hey, if we can offer more services to the end customer, then Coinbase One or Coinbase Meme Coin or Coinbase Meme Coin Deluxe Trader Edition, whatever package they come up with, we want 0.1% of all your transactions. We want you on this monthly fee. And so by making it more available to end customers, they're going to make money on volume for their transaction fees for all these things. That's what I'm thinking that their overall play is. So one, Solana, let's say speeding up the rate at which they'll reach their terminal inflation, it's going to compress on that front. But interestingly enough, I did read this. I haven't verified this. The claim was 87 AI companies hold roughly $27 billion in Bitcoin as collateral. So wow. Coinbase is launching these tools on Solana to let AI tools manage the capital, and so by extension, in principle, 27 billion or more of capital autonomously. To do it that fast and have it be transparent and synchronized and basically immutable and booked to the ledger, they need something that's hella fast. It looks like to me aspects of that are going to unquestionably run on Solana for Coinbase's agent kit. So what does that mean? It means if they're reacting at most humans, I think, what do we do? It's I think it depends on what you're witnessing or experiencing. It's something your processing turnaround time is probably around 40 milliseconds, 20 milliseconds, somewhere in that band. I'd have to go back and look at it. Agents running on crypto are potentially running at 200 milliseconds. So by the time you blink and reach for your mouse, they've probably already made the move.
Damn, bro.
It's interesting, and this to me, I'm just piecing together aspects of the puzzle. So we've talked about copper and gold tonight, Bitcoin, Coinbase, Solana, Ethereum, BlackRock, how do all these things tie together? Unquestionably, AI agents, crypto in my mind is going to be the currency and capital of AI. And I've mentioned this before. I think you see 1 billion agents on chain before you see 1 billion people on chain. You can't necessarily give an AI, you can't walk into a bank and set up a bank account for your AI, but you can give it a crypto wallet easily enough. So this to me makes me think crypto is going to be the currency of AI. Now combine all that with trading firepower and trying to incentivize people to come in and stay in the ecosystem and transparency and yeah, very interesting. So long story short, in summary, I'm looking to also pick up some Solana once I feel the bottom's in.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea to again tend to pick up a little bit more Solana as well, man, depending how my bags are right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's most of us, man. Just kind of fan.
Dude, yeah, of course, the market's been a fucking kick in the balls, man. Well,
but if I'm gazing the crystal ball, we're going to talk about this more in upcoming streams. I think opportunities will be had in traditional TradFi as well as crypto. I think one of the interesting crypto narratives that'll probably kick up some juice as things start stabilizing, especially as we go into growth mode. I think over the next, if everything kind of goes the way I think it does over the next 6 to 18 months, AI and robotics, in the crypto space, just the narrative alone is going to pump that. Most of it's going to be junk, but the narratives will be there to be catch the wave.
Yeah, Yeah, I concur 110%. Cool, man. So this has been a fucking fire ass stream. I'm glad I have fucking gotten you cats to come visit the fucking channel. Ecliptic Sir. Dude, you came in late, bro. Make sure you rewatch this video. Fucking like the video, subscribe to the channel. Twinksters, where can we find you at, amigo?
Yeah, Twitter at Mr. Angry Twinkie. Certainly on Telegram, I'm pretty active in a number of chats, just like trying to mine information and bounce ideas off of people. And then certainly, most frequently on YouTube or Twitch when I'm over on streaming. I'll generally streaming over here on Boogie's channel as part of Tacos and Kimchi. How about yourself, Boogie? Where can the people find you?
You can find me here, monkeys. Make sure it's US Crypto _ Boogie. Same thing for Instagram. Same thing for fucking Twitter. I'm always memeing it up on Twitter, bro. If you guys want to find me on Rumble, God forbid that I'm freaking banned there, eternally exiled to Rumble, bro. But you can find me there. But I'm simply Crypto _ Boogie there. And that pretty much covers our show, monkeys. We hope this show has been informative for you cats as far as firearms goes, as far as freaking crypto goes, and a little bit of the FA that Twinkies dropped here, man, along with the frags. We will catch you monkeys on the flip side.